Escalante.
Return Antonio Escalante, Miguel Roman in our main event.
Of Roman. Talked about with power, but to me, Escalante's is.
He has had some spectacular. Opens up with a left hook, does Escalante.
You see Escalante, he'll shake those hands here, drop his hands here. Nervous habit, good of Escalante are not ready.
He somewhat takes a step back and resets himself when he shakes those gloves, right, Teddy?
Yeah, and allows the offensive fighter, but he does it well. He gets forwards. He can fight with you when he has to, but he can, and again, one dimension to Roman.
Good combination from Escalante there.
And again, that's the advantage Escalante has. He can keep, as you use that. Well, he's going to get of Roman all night long. Coming forward. And again, if Escalante has to fight with you, he'll fight with you. But right now, just doesn't have in his playbook. There's plenty of grit.
Lunging left hook from.
And the determined is pushing Escalante back.
Both men able to score well here in an exciting open. Old neighborhood kids growing up in Juarez, Mexico, and now meeting as hard. What'd you take?
What both guys did, that's in your character, fire. If he and Escalante, he's got other dimensions. He can box in the trenches all the
first round. Let's look at the comp to the power punch.
I said earlier that it might come down to, can Escalante handle the pressure, the toughness of Roman? Roman's going to win this. He's going to have to find a way, and he created that left right hands there. Escalante leans his head on the right side sometimes. And when you lean your head on the right side, in the end, it might, because I'm seeing Escalante have to work a lot harder. You see it too, Joe, don't you? I mean, Escalante, he's got to use his legs.
Yep.
You know, he's working a lot right now.
Being covered by Escalante, a lot to think about, where Roman only has one thing to think about, and that's the door.
Well, but he's not, you know, he's not working at a kinetic pace the way Escalante has to do just to keep Roman off him.
Good exchange here. Right hand from Escalante, scored well. Now doubles up that left hand with the uppercut. Roman misses with a free swinging right hand, and they're going to fight right to the bell here in round two. Escalante and Mickey Roman. Fast-paced, they finished up that second round. Now round number 3, scheduled for 10, our main event here. Of course, this week series is presented by GoDaddy.com. The power punches in round 2, and they added up in the Flavia winning 19, Roman landing 18.
You know, Roman is a plumber's worst. What I mean by that is a plumber pipes. Because, well, he bursts pipes. He just keeps fresh on you, and he makes you call the plumber. He's got water in there? Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. You know, and then the pressure, you got to catch him. Roman's going to do what he's doing here. Just keep Roman. Everything is wide. So
there's a right hand that stuck in the mix.
Yeah, that's because Escalante stood up a little too tall, and that wide shot, well, can find the tall.
Now Escalante creating a little bit of range with that jab, and Roman. So often Escalante.
Well, he has those choices. As we said, he can fight in the trenches, but he can fight somewhere where Roman really has a little edge, but he has to handle that pressure.
Roman digging with body shots. Escalante doubles up that left hand, catches him also with a straight right. Mickey Roman just shakes.
Guy giving angles, one guy fighting at space. He wants to remove space and fight in close quarters. He can even have the edge inside because his punches. Joe Lewis, you know, 6 in order and a little faster than Roman's. As we said in the fight plan, Escalante can have an edge and punch inside the.
Here for his career. Years ago, eggs, Roman and his crew were hanging out. They smashed the eggs and a little kid's street fight ensued. Now on the line.
Guess what? He's not a little kid no more.
No, he isn't. WBA has a #1, Ring Magazine #8 at 122 pounds. Wants to contend at 126 pounds, where he feels over the place in the ring.
And then Robert De Niro, haven't heard. I don't shine shoes anymore.
Things have changed.
You know, before this started, this told you it was going to be that. So far, it's living up to the billing.
When they have to challenge themselves to dig deep the way they're going at it already.
And so far, the fight with Chin, he's done it already better than Roman can. And that's the difference for me so far. What I'm looking for, Roman's looking for is, does the pressure start to wilt Escalante?
Left hook landed, handed that mix. Wants to be. Right in that kitchen, lands a left hook to the body. Shoulder to shoulder now, tries to place the right uppercut. Escalante flurries on the inside, separation and a right hand.
If I'm Roman, every once in a while when I slip, I'm going to look for a left hook, a right hand up top, because Escalante, you know, you're going to want to take some air out of those radios, because Escalante has been using those wheels.
And now Escalante just stops and pops. Roman digs to the body again.
Some loose tape.
The Rocky Burke.
Again, as I watch this out.
Good pace, end of 4. Texas, and he's got a Texas-sized action between these two. The 24-year-old Escalante, as you mentioned, Teddy, he's got to work so hard for everything. He just stumbled back that time. May have got caught with the foot, but a punch did land from Roman.
Well, don't blink in this fight, because even when Roman...
Oh, he got caught that time.
Even when he's doing good, Joe, it can turn in a split second, because Escalante can catch him in between. That's what makes this fight so intriguing.
Roman did land a good left hook in the midst of the
corner of either one of these guys. Because again, those wide shots. That old saying, you live by the sword, sometimes you perish by the sword. Well, Roman lives by pressure and wide punches.
Right uppercut landed from Mickey Roman. There would be nothing.
You see what it looks like he's just walking in, but Escalante back, and he's taking the power away from Escalante by pushing him back. Escalante's not the same puncher when he's going back. Roy Jones, there's been some in boxing, but not a lot. Of course, Muhammad Ali was pretty good at it.
And Escalante tries to get rid of Ramon on the inside.
You know, this is a turnaround for him. It looks like his pressure's paying off a little bit. It's up to Escalante trying to do.
Right.
So Roman, you know,
keep that momentum going.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't want Roman going back and saying, I got him now. You want to be able to make it to go back and say, all right, it's all my way.
Right uppercut from Mickey Roman. Coming to the halfway, very entertaining main event. Speaking of Texas, we celebrate 30 years of ESPN boxing with a look back at Emmanuel Augustus. Memorable nights on Friday night fights between Escalante-Roman, Mickey Roman, who's been in tough tests, fighting his hood here, who's got all the fame and glory. Scorecard, Roman taking the last round, the first
knockout one time. Roman plenty of heart. He's come off the floor to win. Escalante was cut off his left eye, so Escalante makes a living. Again, this is what you want to see with Escalante, but my question from this pace, does he have to petrol and walking when he gets there?
Roman, Escalante came in and just pushed off with his shoulder. Now they open up Escalante.
Being won by Escalante, but what matters here is who wins the war. And I just don't know much energy to win these battles. Good body shot there.
Rode away at that gas tank and that will to win of Escalante to this fight. This is a lot to ask of these two guys.
His elbows come out, and his elbows come out a little bit. There's an opportunity for Escalante.
Escalante, every step of the way, whether he goes left, right, back, he is stepping right to Escalante every time.
Look, if you could improve Roman, you'd like to shorten the punches up a little bit, but that's not happening.
He's got a sense of self.
But one thing you like to see is even a jab either. He just walks forward.
4 rounds to go. after power shot pressure fighting from Roman, sharp shooting, and pride from Escalante.
You know, Roman's got some chin. I mean, Escalante's a strong puncher.
He is.
Going to go early in this round, right inside a left hook for that. Again, as we punch in between the shots of Roman, and Escalante is
and some of the headshots that have been landing on Roman. I'm surprised both guys don't have faces that look like burger meat.
And no jab from Roman in his punches. He just and gets on you.
See the CompuBox numbers from that last round. Good, even, comparable numbers all night. Now here's an offensive flurry from Escalante. Roman's not responding for the first time tonight as he just covered up to the body there.
Well, again, and they stairs and sees that. I mentioned in the last round. Well, he's seen it the last round, and he's going to it. So when a guy has a good sense to go to the body, you know, see how he takes it there. You know, don't keep frustrating yourself banging upstairs. And that's what Escalante's doing now. He's going downstairs every once in a while.
Now Roman lands a right hand, another right hand. Escalante meets him with a left hook that time.
Well, Escalante's got all as far as what can be. Escalante has a 12-cylinder car. I mean, he's punching inside the wide shots. He's giving angles. He's giving movement. He's got a lot of edges right now. But he's still dealing with a guy who only knows how to keep coming.
Such high energy here in the final 30 seconds of round 7. Roman, you can push him away.
Escalante has to be in great shape, and he is.
Good combination that time. It was finished with the right hand to the head.
Just to be able to do more things. And that's what Roman can do. Walk forward, push you back, and get inside. But Escalante with the quicker hands, little shorter punches, shows that he can hold his own on the inside. He can go downstairs to the body.
Both 6-year pro river in Wall Street fight with Hasso, and he's become ranked in Ring Magazine's world. But tonight, being tested against his old rival, the power punches in round 7. Will they still have that kind of ammunition to fire off in these final 3 rounds?
See, there's just no resting or relaxing with Roman Hart. Good round. The guy's right back on top of you.
There's always something to deal with.
Yeah, you have to keep your energy level up, and you mentally have to keep yourself together. And Escalante got caught throwing his jab over land earlier. But I mentioned that the right hand, and it hasn't been so far, could be there for Roman. I think Escalante, he lays his head sometimes on the right.
Fights out of the corner. Digs with the right hand to the body. Try fence. And Roman gets him right against those ropes.
Mentally show off.
He'll break you down.
Yeah, don't even come to work if you're not.
Hand in the mix there.
That time he used the jab to get in, and that was smart. With that jab, even though it wasn't a great snappy jab, be able to get in.
Do you see a way, Teddy, in which the judges rewarding a little tighter on the scorecard?
This round, I could see it. Not the rounds that I marked down for Escalante, because he was handling the pressure with better punches.
How about this? What a turnaround! Left hook landed.
Escalante's hands a little faster and a little shorter. A little more concise inside the opening. Take another look, a little explosion here. He puts them together. Some throwaway punches, Joe. Set-up punches.
Kind of stuff you see after a full hard fought. You just saw it after 8, and they're still going to go at it.
See, that was the benefit of combination punching. For the most part, Roman is one at a time. Boom, boom, boom. The clean ones. You know, sometimes, you know, they're not going to do the damage, but they're going to clear the...
These fight fans are not reacting well. And look at this. Arms and says, all right, you want to fight the way we were? Come on, let's do it.
Yeah, for a second there, it looked like Escalante was taking a page out of Oscar De La Hoya, who was his promoter, taking a page out of his book when he fought Trinidad. and he was winning a fight.
El Paso to near Escalante.
Looks like Escalante's doing that. He's taking a little bit because he's got it in the bag to clear the cobwebs after being dropped at the end. He gets rest a little bit, you know, take a round off. He's letting Roman get himself together and win the round. Don't forget, Escalante had to use a lot of energy to get the lead in this fight. And again, faster hands by Escalante. A little shorter than Roman's. Body language is not good.
I agree.
Not looking that good.
Earlier, what would he look like later in the fight after dealing with Roman and this pressure all night long? Side to tie up on the inside.
I mean, there's water in the basement now. You better call the plumber. Roman
wasn't action, and Roman crossed his arms. He was incredulous to the language of Escalante at the end of that 9th round. Can Roman come on strong here and accomplish the task? Or will Escalante bring it home the way he looks to right now? Roman just goes out to tackle him. Slugging away is Escalante.
And it's in the fire. He's got to get it out of there. But if he does, Escalante might really regret his decision in the 9th round, having Roman on the floor the round before and letting Roman get
right uppercut. He had the answer under 2 minutes to go.
I didn't like the body language of Escalante. I still don't like it. More importantly, not liking the pressure right now of this relentless son of a gun. That's like a swarm of gnats. Just a swarm of gnats on a hot
blood cover. Left-right combination. Right hand was clubbing to the top of the head. Back and forth they go. He snapped back the head of Mickey Roman.
But Escalante a little faster. A tiny bit shorter. Tiny bit.
Left round. Missed with the left uppercut. Roman tries to charge in with the right hand.
37 seconds here not to get tied up. That's the one thing he has to do. Forget about anything else. Don't get tied up. Don't let your offense be stopped.
That's right. You got to swing. Escalante, meanwhile, is scoring with headshots. Back comes Roman. Final 15 seconds is upon. One last chance. To the bell they go. Escalante scored the knockdown, and they took it home the way pros are supposed to. We will come back and hear from the judges. Stay with us. More punches.